We are talking about this money. The currency and the value makes a lot of difference. And now I'll come here and talk about the fiat money and cryptocurrency. This fiat money, we call it centralized money. This money, they belong to central banks. They belong to nations. Kama ni Kenya, as a nation, we have what? Kenya shillings. Kama ni South Africa, they have what? Rands. Kama ni Nigeria, they have what? Naira. Tuko pamoja? Kama ni Uganda, they have what? Uganda shillings. Kama ni Tanzania, they have Tanzanian shillings. Now, this money, they only belong to the nations. And you can only use them while you are what? Within the what? So if I have, I'm in Kenya na niko na Kenyan shillings. Nikivuka tu border hapa niende Uganda and they are our neighbors. Hii ni makaratasi according to them. I cannot buy anything with the Kenyan shillings. Is it true? Yes. So what I will do, I'll change this to what? To US dollar first. Then I change them to what? Uganda shillings, so that I can use that money. Nikiwa wapi? So, in this case, let's say I'm in Kenya, na niko na Kenya shillings, na nimeenda South Africa, I'll change them first to US dollar. Then, once I get to South Africa, I'll change this to what? Rands. And I'll spend this money while I'm in South Africa. When I'm leaving this South Africa to Dubai, I always like Dubai, I'll still change this again to US dollar. And once I get to Dubai, I change them into what? Dirhams, which is their currency. If I have to come back to Kenya, I'll still change this dirham to US dollar. Ndio nikifika airport, I change it to what? Na niendelee na maisha yangu. Is it true? So what I'm doing here, I'm doing exchange of currencies. Is it true? Now, when I'm exchanging these currencies, somebody is making a profit. There is a business in between what? This changing of what? Currencies. So, what I'm doing here, I'm doing kitu inaitwa forex trading. Kwa pamoja? So, forex trading, therefore, it's an exchange of different currencies at different rates. That is what we call what? Forex trading. So even if we were to leave this room, now when we upatane na exam, and the first question is, what is forex trading? So you can answer. Are you sure you can answer? So you become a coffee bus. So that is what we call forex trading. Now let me talk about business and seasons. One thing you need to know, and probably some of you know, there is no country that depends on itself. Is it true? We have to import, we have to export. And when we are doing this, if I'm in Kenya and I'm selling you something now for Tanzania, I'll sell you with the value of what? Kenya shillings. Is it true? Meaning that business of exchanging money ni biashara haiwezi isha. Every time kuna ndege inapaa na ingine inatua, that is exchange of what? Money. Is it true? Now, have you ever seen people, kama ni Christmas, kama now we are towards Christmas, utapatana na watu wanauza nguo. Because they know very well, lazima watu wanunue nguo. Kutana na yeye January, anauza vitabu na uniform. Have you seen such people? Come February, atakuzia maua because ni Valentine. It's good to do like that. You will make money. But one thing, you will never master the heart of that business. because you have no consistency, meaning that these businesses, they have seasons. Is it true? Now, when it comes to Forex, it has no seasons. It's a business of all the time. And kama mimi nauza nguo, last time I sold clothes, it was December. Now 12 months later, bado nataka kwenda kuuza nguo. In between, what has happened in that industry, I may not know. So by the time I'm going back to that market, I may not do it properly because there are things I might. Hata naweza enda kununua nguo ziko out of the fashion. Unajua trouser ilikuwa inaitwa 05 ya jeans. Na Safco na Tojo. Hebu niambie sasa nianze kuuza hiyo nguo. Na kuna shati mzuri na koti mzuri kama ya my brother. No one will buy. Am I communicating? So when it comes to Forex trading, is a business which is there 24/7. Now, when it comes to Forex trading, there are two types of it. And you can also do it in two ways. Forex trading, unaweza ifanya online or offline. Unaendanga kwa bank, unaona screen, TV, alafu hapo imeandikwa currencies and their what? Prices. You can walk to that bank with 10,000 na upewe dollars. You walk in and you move out with what? Dollars. That is what we call offline. You can walk into a bureau. Sijui kama uko kuna bureau, hizi za ku exchange. You can walk there and exchange money. That is offline. But kuna mwingine ataingia tu hapa kwa kompyuta yake na atanunua na atauza. Anaangalia dola iko ngapi? Iko 119. Atanunua za 2 million. Dola ikienda 120, kwa kila dola ametengeneza shilingi 3. Kwa hivyo shilingi 3 ukimultiply na 20 million is how much? It's a lot of money. Is it true? Now, that is what we call online. You can also do Forex trading in also these ways. Two types of Forex trading. We have two types. The first one, inaitwa retail. Retail trade. I'm a trader. This one, these are the people who go to school. Venye tu umeenda na ukasomea ile career umesomea. There are people who go to class na wanasomea Forex trading. And once wamehitimu, they start doing it on their own. And we call them individuals. They do it on their own. Sijui kama ushaenda kwa hoteli like this one and not any other hotel. Zile ziko huko za kibanda huwezi pata mtu na hapo na laptop anafanya anything. But kwa hoteli kama hii, you can walk in, unaona tu mtu ako na laptop, na unajua anafanya nini, na anaweza kaa hapo the whole day. Huyo mtu ako biashara, hako biashara. So these people, we call them small traders. You can, and these guys, they are not registered. They do the business, but they are not registered. They are also not regulated. And also not controlled by anybody. And these guys can make 100% profit when the market is good. And they can also make 100% loss when the market is not good. Mimi kama retail trader, nikienda nijue how to trade, utapata na trade na pesa kidogo. That's why we call them small traders. 10K, 20K, 30K, 100, 50, even half a million. And when I'm trading with 50K, I can also make 50K the same day. Sio nitakuwa nimekafunga, si ndio? Now, then I start asking myself, kama with 50K naweza tengeneza another 50K. Na nikikuwa na 100, sinaweza unda 200. But because I might be limited because, with finances, I might come to you as a friend na nikuambie, leta 100K, nikuambie na kutradia na kupea a certain percentage. And then we agree on that percentage. And I also go to another friend. Let's say 50, nitakuanga nakupea maybe 15% per month. So that, because I want to build on my what? My capital. Tuko pamoja? Kuna mtu hapa ashakutana na mtu kama huyo. Sitakuuliza ulipoteza ama ulipata. You know mkono? Good. Now I'm preaching to the right people. Now, these guys, when the market is good, they really make good money. Na kama mtu meagree nitakwanga nakupea 10k every month. Kila mwezi hiyo tarehe tumeagree nakuwa na kutumia. But remember, I don't have a company, I'm not registered, we are only doing this based on trust. But when the market is not good, I can lose everything. And when I lose everything, maybe sasa sita kutumia ile pesa na kutumianga. Utaingoja hiyo siku utaona M-Pesa. Message unatuma na reply ama nakosa kureply. Unapiga na shika ama nakosa kushika depending on my character. But the truth of the matter is we have lost money in the business genuinely. Sijakuibia, ni soko ilikuwa mbaya. Kuna msemo siku hizi inasema soko ni mbaya, avocado zimefinywa. Mmesikia hiyo story? So, this guy atakuwa amepoteza hiyo pesa kwa sababu soko ilikuwa mbaya. Na ukimwendea sana umsumbue atakwambia kama ile sufuria ya bunwasi. Anything that gives back dies. Kwa hivyo ile 100 ulikuwa umenipea ilikuwa inakupea 10k per month. Pia imekufa. And the only thing we can do is to look for more money to continue with the business. That is a retail trader wa forex. Kwa pamoja? Now, the other type of forex trader anaitwa broker. Broker trader. Now, this one is kind of the opposite of the other one. This is not an individual, these are companies. We call them hedge funds. Some of them, they can call themselves hedge funds. These are huge firms. And these are companies which are registered. Depending on the country that they are at, if it's Kenya, utapata hapo na certificate ya Sheria House from the company of registrar of companies. And it's a limited or unlimited. They will also be regulated. And they also be controlled. And the reason why they are controlled is because mostly they are not trading with their own money. It might be their other people's money. And these guys, they only trade with 10% of their capital. Meaning that if this is a company X, as a broker, and they have a trading capital of 100 million, they are only committing 10% of this to the business. What is 10% of 100? M. Sini 10. Meaning that they have another 90M, which is not exposed in the market. Is it true? So these guys, in case the market is not good, the only money that they can lose is only 10% of the what? Which is 10 million. Meaning that kesho yake, they still have 90, they can now get another 10% to continue with what? With the business. Now, this guy, because they don't commit everything into that business, the point number 5 is this access of your capital anytime. Because not all the money committed into what? Business. Are you getting it? Yes. Now I want to ask you, do you think forex trading is a good business? Yes. Are you sure? Now, if you were to do forex trading, out of these two types, which one would you wish to associate yourself with? Yeah? Haya. Kuna ile walimu wanasemanga explain the meaning of the below diagram. And you are told to support your what? So I want somebody to support that answer. Why brokerage? Yes. Na uongee vizuri because you are as in sauti ndio kila mtu asikie. Because you are supporting the answer of so many people.
Yes. So when dealing with brokers, they are exposing my 10%. So if I give 100,000, they are exposing just 10,000 Kenyan shillings. Unlike an individual, I could expose the other 190. At least I will have some hope. If with a broker today, I expose my 10% in good, tomorrow in good, another day in good, I can get back what I used.
Tupigie makofi. So, Mr. Nguru, dini zangu ni mbili. That one and that one. Na sasa, kama utajibu swali tena, don't expect anything. Sasa, but ujibu tu vizuri. Explain vizuri sana. And that is it. Now the last question on this. If I showed you a brokerage firm that you can associate with, would you be interested? Are you sure? Yes. Tupigie makofi basi. Now at that point, it's now when I tell you, we have a company called Novatech, which is a brokerage, broker forex trader. Kwa pamoja? And if you want to go and do research, kwa hii jina, ongeza fx.com, that is our website, you can go and do your due diligence. Kwa pamoja? Now, I just want to talk in summary, because my brother alikuwa amewaelezea so many things. Me, I just want to highlight on this. Tuko pamoja? Now, Novatech was founded 2019 and registered in USA and Estonia. Estonia is somewhere in North Europe. If you are here and you have ever done another company and you made money or you lost, nataka unisikize vizuri up to this point. When I'm joining a company, I look at three things. Number one, how do they make their money? Number two, the compensation plan. Is it fair to me and is it also fair to them? And the third one, leadership. You can have a very good company, but the leadership can mess the what? We used to have taskis. There is a time when I was going to my in-laws, karibu sana hapa, hapa from 25 minutes. There used to be a taskis pale, mali kuna quick mass, no? Now, taskis was very good, but today it's not there. But the surprising thing, the things that they are selling, is Obaros go quick mart and yours go Naivas. Is it true? Yes. Meaning that it's not an issue of product, it's the issue of something else, and we can say it's leadership. Is it true? Yes. So, when you hear of India, what comes to your mind? You will tell you nimeenda India. Medication. Utaanza kuniombea, si ndio? Because we know very well India is good for what? When you hear of I'm doing a German machine, what comes to your mind? Mercedes-Benz, BMW, be my wife, Audi and all that. When you hear of Kisii, what comes to your mind? Wow. Very good. Meaning that mahali inajulikana at what is good or bad about it. Now when you hear of Estonia, Estonia is the best when it comes to IT. Huku kuna Uber zinaitwa Bolt, Uber, and all that. That system is made from Estonia. So when I was coming to Novatech and I realized that they are registered in Estonia, I said, this is a very strong system. Number two, US. Where is this company registered? When I noticed it's registered in US, we know very well when it comes to US government, they are very keen on protecting their citizens from money what? Laundering. Is it true? When I realized this company has been registered and operating in US for the last 3 years. This is the 4th year. Then I said this cannot be that kind of a company. Am I communicating? So I came on board. Now the CEO of this company, anaitwa Cynthia Petion, and the husband, who is called Eddie Petion, and another guy who is the IT guy, anaitwa Ricardo Roy. And I proudly say my mentor was also there, and he's called James Mbele. He may not be, the name may not be in the profile of the company, but he was there. He is one of the founders. And we are privileged to have him today in this house. Now, when they came up with this company, I don't want to talk much about how it started because he will tell us. But when they came up with this company as a registered forex trader brokerage, they came up with 3 ways on how you can partner with them. The first one is called MT5 account. You can open this account, inaitwa MT5 account. And when you open this one, you trade for yourself. Sasa hapa ni kama umekuwa like retail. If you know how to trade and you have time to trade, you can join Novatech, you open this account, you'll be trading for yourself, whether you make profit or not. You see, it doesn't bother Novatech, but at the end of the month, you have to pay the fee, the service fee. Kwa pamoja?
How much is the fee?
I'm coming to that. So for the traders, even if you know how to trade, you need a website. You need a broker bado to trade on what? On that. Sasa. Then, if you don't know how to trade, or if you know how to trade but you are very busy, you open an account called PAM account, which stands for Percentage Allocation Management Module. And at this level, the company trades for you. And at this point, you will be called an investor of Novatech. And we know very well, as an investor, money works for you. And let me tell you, it's good when money is working for you. And this one was proven by Corona. When Corona came, we were proved that if you work for money, you can die poor and you can also lack the money. If you work for money, how long can you work? When you are sick, can you go to work? Meaning that you will not be paid. Utakula nini? Na si watu wagonjwa pia ukula. So if you are sick, you are not working, but you are eating, utakula nini? So at this point, money works for you. This company has employed 40 professional traders who trades for these people who have PAM account. Kwa pamoja? Now, as an investor of Novatech, this is not my last part. As an investor of Novatech, what are your benefits? Number 1, still, if you have done any other company of this nature, nataka unisikize vizuri. Sawa sawa? Number 1, you earn 3 to 4% of your capital weekly. And this we call it return on investment, which is paid every Friday. Now, I want to go into details on this point. In the past, I've done companies which were paying me 1% per day, 2% per day, 3% per day, and they told me that they were trading. And I asked myself, after now knowing the truth, as a trader, it's not possible to pay daily. Reason being, naweza kuwa nimewekelea trade ina run. Sasa hii inaelekea 5-6. Na by 7 I'm supposed to pay you as my investor. Na maybe hii trade ina run and bado is on negative. Na hata inaweza enda mpaka usiku ama mpaka kesho. So if I was to pay you, nitakulipa na nini? Number one, kwanza niko na pressure. Because I have to pay you before the end of the day. The end of the day. And when I'm trading on pressure, it's very easy to make losses. So when I realized that Novatech, they are paying 3 to 4% weekly, and they are not paying daily, it means these guys, they have all the time to do the trading from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. They have a chance to make losses, to make profits. Then at the end of the week, they take the average and they will pay me a certain percentage, but not a fixed what? Percentage. So as a trader, I cannot tell you that I will be paying you 2% per day, because I cannot even know how much I will make from the trade. Am I communicating? So when I realized these guys are paid weekly and it's not constant, like yesterday we were paid with 3 point what? 26. The other week 3 point, I think 0 something. The other week Queen alikuwa anazikwa tulilipwa na 2.75. There is another week we are paid with 3.6. You see this? Inaenda ikichange depending on the market. Then I say these guys are really trading. Kwa pamoja? Number 2, no contract period. Hii nataka pia usikize vizuri sana. If you have ever done something else of this nature. If I'm paying you from the profits, there is no day I should tell you to renew your account. Because ile pesa ya kwanza uliweka ilienda wapi? And I've been paying you from the profits. Am I communicating?
Yes.
So if anyone invest even 100,000 in 2019 with Novatech, hata wa leo anapatanga hiyo 3 to 4% every week. Na akitaka ile 100 yake bado anaweza itoa. So this told me, or this confirmed to me, whatever I'm being paid every week, it's purely a what? A profit. Is it true? Then, number 3, no withdrawal limits. I've done companies whereby kama withdrawal day ni Friday na ipite ukose kutoa, you have to wait until the next what? Mwenye ashaona such companies ilo mkono. Tuko wengi. Now, this is the question. Okay. Nimeambiwa ni repeat. No withdrawal limits in Novatech. And this is it. I've said that I've done so many companies. In fact, I've done this kind of business for the last 7 years. So I normally say I may not have the best experience, but I have enough. And I know what to look in a company. So if you have invested 100K, but there is Mr. Origi, ama Orogi. Ako hapa? Bado hajafika eh? If you have invested 100K and I'm getting 3%, which is the 3K per week. Now maybe the withdrawal day is on Friday. If Friday ikifika, na juu mambo ni mingi, masaa ndio machache, nisahau kutoa on Friday, I'll wait for another Friday. Now I'm talking of other companies huko nje that mimi mwenyewe niko na hiyo experience. You have to wait until the next Friday ndio ufanye nini? Utoe. Now this is the question. This 3,000, it's my profit that I've made from what? 100. Why am I limited to get it out anytime I want? If for sure I've earned it right. Hizi ni zile walimu wa English wanatuambianga rhetorical questions. Unajiuliza na unajiwekea. So when I noticed in Novatech, this 3K umeearn per week. Unaweza itoa Saturday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, any day, because it's your money. You can also choose to plow it back. Ndio next week trade na 103. Then I said, these guys, they are really trading. Kwa pamoja, kuna kampuni nilifanya some time back, you cannot withdraw more than 50% of your capital. Kama nimeweka 50K, the only money that I can withdraw once is 25. So this one is something else to check. When we tell you go and do your due diligence, when you are being presented an opportunity and you are told to go and analyze, some people we don't, and have done that mistakes for so long. Na saa zingine zikupenda kwetu, because in most cases we join businesses because we are convinced, but we have not understood. Is it true? And when you join a business out of being convinced, you can easily fail because you didn't understand it. Ukikuja kwangu na upate na endesha gari mzuri, navaa nguo mzuri, na unajua tu the other day I didn't have anything, you will be interested to know what business I'm doing. Sindio? Na nikwambie mimi napandanga nyanya na vitunguu na supply the Naivas na Quickmart. Then wewe mara hiyo umeanza kupanda nini? But you don't know the best what? Soil. You don't know the best fertilizer kama inatumia. You don't know how to get to the market. Am I communicating? You will still do the same business but you will fail. You joined because you were convinced. You made the decision with emotions of excitement, but you didn't understand. Am I communicating? So sometimes we join the businesses simply because zimekuwa tumeonyeshwa, but understanding how it works. When you analyze all this, that is the best time to know the best company to join and the best company to join. Tuko pamoja? Then the last part on this. Each farm account is charged $25 monthly as maintenance fee. Hii kuna watu watakangi kusikia, lakini naisemanga na repeat. Kwa sababu gani? Once you have invested, somebody is trading for you. Wewe uko busy ukipanda ndizi na ukifanya mambo mengine, na kazi yako ni kutoa pesa kila Friday. Kumaanisha kuna mtu wako kwa system ama kwa laptop ama kwa wherever akikutradia. Those people they need to be paid. See, I said we have 40 traders. See how wanafaa kulipwa. So this $25, which is a maintenance, it will be used to pay the bills of the company, the traders, and any other bills. But if your package is $25,000, which is like 2.5 million, you will not be charged $25. Instead, utaongezewa 1% of what you get at the end of the month. Na hapa ndio sasa tunaenda kwa Biblia tena. Walio na chache watafanya nini? Na walio na mingi so wewe uko wapi? Uko mambo wenye watanyang'anywa ama una mambo wenye wataongezewa? Do you know the story of this guy is also in the Bible? The master went far away. Kama tuko na wachungaji hapa, najua history mnajua vizuri. The master went very far na akaachia watu talent. When he came, kuna mwenye alificha kwa chini ya kitanda ama kwenye alificha. Akasema hapa hakuna mtu anaweza ona. na mwingine akaifanyisha kazi. When master came, kulienda aje? Mwenye alikuwa na mingi, mwenye hakufanyisha kazi ilichukuliwa ikapewa nani? Very good. I want to pass a message on that point. Sometimes we focus so much on the safety than the production. The guy mwenye alificha for security, fine. But the other guy focused on production. How can I produce more? And all these things are in the Bible. It's somewhere between Genesis and Revelation. Hapo katika. I'm right. I don't want to quote any Bible, any verse, because I may not know it. Ama ni quote wrongly. Na tuna wachungaji hapa. Sitatipata kwa shida. Sasa badala nianza kuambia it second Peter says, no. But I know it's somewhere in between. Whether ukatafute. So this one is very important to note. However, let me talk about the part, that is the thing. You see, yes. Let's say we may invest $25,000. Let's work on 3% per week. Kwa hivyo per month is 12%. What is 12% of this? Is it 3,000? Somebody confirm. So this person at the end of the month will get this, roughly. I know it will be more, but let's work with the minimum. Now, huyu mtu amepata hii at the end of the month. But on top of this, hataongezewa 1% of it. Which is how much? $30. $30 is around $3,500. Kwa hivyo sasa huyu mtu atapata $3,000 plus 1% of it, which is 30. And this will come $30 what? Dollars. That is how that point means. And there is no monthly what? Monthly fee. Now, we have other packages, and I want to say this. Hapo juu kulikuwa na packages. We have $100, $300, $500, 1,000, $2,500, $5,000, $10,000, $25,000, $50,000, and $100,000. This is just a guide, but we have specifications. Meaning that bado unaweza fanya 150, unaweza fanya 200, 450, 300, still okay. Sawa. But the reason why I'm noting this down, I want to talk about these three packages. Personally, I don't sell these packages a lot because of some reasons, but still, I also talk about it because it's there. Unajua nikikuambia the minimum ni 500 alafu kuja upate minimum ni 99, unaweza ona ni I'm not giving the correct what? Information. However, I'll advise you, if you are investing $100, if we work with 3% per week, which translates to 12% per month, the 12% of 100 will be $12. Is it true? So if they had 12 plus 10, it's how much? $112. Now, ile monthly fee ikitolewa hapa itabaki $87. Is it true? Now, any PAM account with less than $100, it doesn't trade. Kwa hivyo huyu mtu Friday hatapata anything. And we normally say utamu wa njugu ni kufanya nini? Utamu wa njugu ni kula moja moja. Now utamu wa Novatech ni kupata pesa kila Friday. So this person may not get what? Na juu sisi ni binadamu, anaweza kuwa discouraged, but things are correct. If you also do with this, hakutakuwa na much difference. So as a coach, I advise you to do this. If you must start with 100 or 300, make sure within a month umeongezea the same amount ama kakitu ingine to avoid this. Or you join with those packages, but you do marketing, which I just mentioned it kidogo. Because when you do marketing, which is very optional, you will get commissions. When you are paid these commissions, unaweza kula kidogo na ile ingine ufanye nini? Upandisha akaunti yako. Tuko pamoja? Up to that point. Are we together? Are you sure? Now, lastly, huyo ni ule mtu amesema, instead of putting my money in the bank ama chini ya mattress, let me put it in Novatech so that I can be getting something out of it. Na pia ukitaka hiyo pesa umeweka Novatech, just the way you walk to the bank and withdraw your money, you can still come to Novatech and withdraw your money and go and do what? So in Novatech, you don't need to go and introduce somebody or to do marketing to earn. You earn money from the money that you have invested. Are you together? And why are you earning? Because that money is being used to do what? Trading. Kwa pamoja mpaka hapo? But there are those people who will say, si vizuri kuomoka peke yangu. So they'll say, let me refer a friend of mine so that can also get the benefits that I'm getting. Kwa pamoja? Now, if this is, you told me you are who? If this is Isabella, now I'm invest 1 million. I know you can do more than this, but for now, let me use 1 million. Amen? Kuna mahali niliandika 1 million, mtu akaniambia wacha, andika tu 10k. Nikamwambia nikiandika 10k na niandike 1 million, my mark pen will still bado sitaisha. So si niandike 1 million niishi. At least wacha ishia kwa 1 million, badala ishia kwa nini? Sometimes we want to be very positive, negative instead of being what? Positive. So if Isabella make 1 million, from this, Isabella will be getting 3 to 4% every week. What is 3 to 4? Let's work even with the 3%. That will be 30k per week. If you multiply this by 4, Isabella anapata ngapi? Per month. So Isabella hatahitaji kuambia mtu maneno ya Novatech. Kila Friday ako na 30k. Na kama Isabella ako selfish, of which I know she is not, maisha yake itaanza kubadilika. Atakutana na rafiki yake wote Sara. Atakutana na Sara, aone Sara, na unaendelea vizuri Isabella, kwani siku hizi unafanya nini? Atamwambia ni Mungu. Have you seen such people? Yes. Ni Mungu. Kwani wewe una Mungu? We don't have God. Yes, people will tell you that ni Mungu. Ni kung'ang'ana. Ni kujaribu 30k per week. But if Isabella is not selfish, will tell Sarah the benefits of Novatech. And when Sarah comes, pia yeye yake nini? 1 million. Because we say birth of the feeder flow together. Show me your friends and I tell the kind of a person you are. Associate with 5 millionaires and you'll be the sixth. The sixth one. Associate yourself with 5 poor people, you'll be the sixth. So most likely kama Sarah ni millionaire, even the friends are not very far from what? That 1 million. Kwa hivyo hapa Sarah pia yeye anapata 30k per week, which translates to what? 120k per month. These are 2 friends which are doing this. Now, the company will say this. If it was not for Isabella, Sarah angekuwa kwa biashara. So they will appreciate Isabella with 5% of this 1 million, which will be around $500. This is like 60k Kenyan shillings. And that is that is what we call direct referral bonus. Kwa pamoja? Ndio hiyo atakuwa amepata. And this is one of. Now, on top of that, hapa kila mtu anapata 30k per week, Friday. But Isabella, on Saturday, she will earn 5% 5% of what Sarah will be paid. 30K. Kwa hivyo Isabella akipata 30K on Friday, Saturday atapata 5% of what Sarah was paid, which is 5% of 30K is 1500. Si ni kweli? Kwa hivyo Saturday Isabella atapata 1500. That one we call check matching. Check matching bonus. If Sarah brings John and John brings Morris and Morris brings Jen and Jen brings Mary and Mary here brings Gladys and Gladys brings Grace and Grace brings Morris, there are also other benefits that Isabella will get. So anything that John will be paid, Sarah will get 2% of it. Anything that Mary will be paid, Isabella will be making 1% of it every Saturday. Everything that John is paid every Friday, Isabella will get another 1% of it. And also 1% from Mary. Then another 0.5% from Gladys, and 0.5 from Grace, and 0.25 what Morris will be paid, and from Joseph also 0.25. All this is check matching. Na hapa ndio pesa for the people who will choose to be marketers, which is very optional. This is where the money is. That is it. And in the next session, which is the next like 3 minutes, we are going to show you live about this. Na hapa ndio pesa hiyo. If you are looking for ile pesa inakaa ni kama huko kwetu tunasemanga ya shetani. In Kambali, I come from Machakos, and when you make money that people don't understand, they say, "Ngitesi ya Mungu ni pesa tasakani." Is there anyone who can understand that? Wanasemanga hiyo umbwa ya mtu iko na pesa kama shetani. This is where a lot of money is for the people who are doing what? Marketing, which is very very good. So you don't need to bring somebody to hand, but if you bring them, you are helping them in fact. Kwa hivyo kama uko hapa na ulialikwa na mtu, just know that person means well to you. Na ukibahatika ujoin and you make money, appreciate that person. Mnunulie kikombe ya kahawa. Our friends, our associates in South Africa, mtu anapewa gari na rafiki, na si gari hizi paso, na inaitwa notebook ama inaitwa note, there is a name. Oh, listen, not notebook. Oh. So if you have been invited by somebody and you find this a good idea, when you make money, appreciate them. Because very few people can show you how to make money. Is it true? Then, when this is happening, when Isabella was getting direct referral from Sarah, she will also get indirect referral from John. Na hiyo ndio tunaita indirect. Indirect bonus. Then we have another one called fast track bonus. This one ni ya machopi. When you join Novatech, and within 45 days, you refer friends who joins with $500 and above. If they do this within 45 days, you'll be paid $100. And if they are joining with $2,500 each and above, you'll be paid $500. And that is what we call fast track bonus. Then the other commission inaitwa rank. And we have profit share. We also have residue income. This one I just mentioned. The ranks, when you come on board, you and your team, maybe you may join a 50K, you may join 100. If together with your team, if you and your team, hapo kuna platinum associate. If you and your team, you have done a business volume of $25,000, you'll be called platinum associate. Na utapewa $100 as a reward. And by the time you are getting that platinum associate, your personal investment should be at least $500. So if you and your team, you continue doing the business, mufike $50,000, you'll be called junior executive and you'll be paid $500. And that one goes down to up to ambassador. Sawa. Then we have profit share. As you achieve these ranks, kuna mahali unafikanga, directors of this company wanakutambua. And when they are sharing profits among themselves, they also set aside something small to share with you. When you become senior executive or a director or ambassador, unaingia hiyo league ya kupata profit share. After every 3 months, the directors of the company, they share profits. So they set aside 10% of the total profit and they share it, they distribute it among the ranks. Kama wewe ni senior executive unapata 2%, if you are a director you get 3%, and if you are ambassador you get 5%. And we are privileged to have a director here, and I think it's good we appreciate him. Let's appreciate him. When you are platinum associate, let's do it better.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.